Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Java Chronicles with me, Callie XC. And to be honest, we're just going to jump right into it. So, from the last episode, we've now got ourselves a little bit of a cow thing situation going on. Nothing too fancy, the good old standard, you know, jumping on some sort of carpety grass block and, get ourselves some leather. Bit of a farm going on, been visiting this, and we have made a bit of an attempt to decorate the front and gone off and got ourselves some acacia saplings that sometimes do or do not grow. And obviously, we're getting the sugarcane for paper because today's plan of action does involve getting an enchantment set up. So, let's give you a little bit of a view of what's going on. These bamboos look much better when they were just, a bit smaller. But the idea is kind of there just to try and integrate a little bit. And we've got a leaf, and the inside has changed. So we now have a somewhat calm space resembling a bit of organisation and a parrot that has not yet been named, but he kind of flew right in, so he just got picked up straight away. So yes, today's plan of action, we are enchanting, getting diamonds, digging for the next part of the process, which is the breeding of some villagers. The thing is, between sort of I'm going to say between the diamond stage and the digging stage, or between the digging stage and the breeding stage, I actually have the monumental task of getting two villagers over here. So that's probably going to involve a bit of a dirt bridge from here over to the village, minecarts, and a bit of an interesting time, shall we say, because I need to get them from like over there, roughly, up here and into here. I might just bring them through the front door and park them up. This is why I think the digging may come first, because I want to make a bit of a room for them, where they can sort of be bred, be cured, cured again, that kind of situation. So we'll need to eventually get a zombie here. So that's another step. And you can tell Endermen are around because you just find these random blocks all over. So the first step is very quickly chucking together a enchanting setup. So I've already dug and made an extension up here to do a bit of enchanting. Not too sure where the design's going to go with this one. The enchantment is obviously going to be very simple. So we've got ourselves enough diamond to make the enchantment table. So I reckon we stick that there. And I've realised already that that's not in the right place. And I feel like if I break it with this, okay, that's fine. So it's going to have to do this first. Can't remember if this will actually get me the maximum level, will it? Let's have a look. 24. So if I did that, do I need to be doing this? 28. It's been that long. 28. Are we getting there? Are we fully getting there? Is it just a case of just being dead boring and doing this? Is that right? 28. Kind of didn't want to have to extend beyond this bit. I didn't plan this far ahead. 30. Woo, there we go. And to be fair, was that Fortune 2? It is Fortune 2. We'll take it because that's kind of what we need. I kind of wanted Fortune 3. And the diamonds are a bit sparse. But what I might do, I feel like I can't just leave that like that now. That's the only thing. No, I'm one shot. Is it still 30? Yeah, that's cool. Should we see if we can get... Right, let's take it. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can get Fortune 1. Okay, this could be a thing. So we can merge these two. Cool. Let's get ourselves an anvil chucked up in there, I reckon. We've come out of that. Our first sort of pick is the Efficiency 2, Fortune 3 and Breaking 2. To be honest, it's just a case of going down and getting some diamonds and just getting ourselves going on that front, just to make the rest of the process a little bit quicker. Hopefully we get some levels and are able to kind of enchant any sort of diamonds we do get. But we're going to go ahead and, oh, actually, I was going to do a jump cut here, but I will actually quickly show you what's happened. So I thought, I don't know if you caught it in episode 1, but thought, yeah, this will be the mine. Thought, cool, let's just dig a staircase down And I thought 2x2, just a bit of room. Haven't quite cleared the headspace yet. But you'll notice as we get further down, I've actually stumbled on the beginnings of something that I'm definitely not ready for and haven't actually ever really explored properly. So yeah, it's going to be something that we don't do today. We kind of just say hello to it on our way past and kind of pretend it doesn't exist for the time being, because I was very concerned when I did stumble upon it. So yeah, there is the starts of an ancient city somewhere. I don't actually know how to get to it. I think it's down that way and it keeps going from sort of peeking my head around the corner. But there's too many shriekers to be dealing with, and there was another bit up here. I don't think this actually went anywhere in the end. But, I could be wrong and end up exploring. But, there's that. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do some mining, and we're going to get some diamonds, hopefully. And when we have, we'll be back, and it'll be the next step of the video. So see you on the other side. Peace. Well, we're back from having done the mining, and it's time for a bit of a reveal. We actually did really, really well for not a crazy amount of time mining, to be honest. I maybe spent half an hour to an hour tops, just kind of down there having a little dig and stuff. Because, dealing through this stuff, this deep slate with iron isn't the most exciting. But yeah, so we ended up with almost 2 stacks of diamonds, which is solid. So if we take the 3 we had from before, we are pretty set for diamonds for the time being. So we're getting some armor very quickly. Good bit of redstone, not really a great deal of coal, but we're not too fussed about that. So let's chuck the deep slate away. And I'm sure I had a cobble chest that I prepared earlier. Here we go, from bits and bobs, and that can go in there. So we are pretty stacked for the Diamondes. So let's tell you what, let's go all out and get armored up already. And we need boots. Easy, look at that. And I feel like we've got to ceremoniously make ourselves a round of tools. So, do we need a diamond hoe? Yeah, let's have a diamond hoe. Let's, seeing as we're doing so well, all of a sudden, sorry iron stuff, you can go down here. Bye-bye. And we'll get ourselves all booted and suited. Look at that. Boom. Look at that, episode 2. And we're already absolutely stacked. I've just realised, I'm being on about needing to dirt bridge. We aren't ready to dirt bridge. We aren't ready. I've gone and picked up, a lot of the stuff that I've been making. So powered rails, redstone torches, things like that. I don't have a space designated for these yet. So I feel like the next protocol is actually doing this bit where I do a lot more digging. So I will probably catch you guys after this short jump cut. Well, we now get around to the fun part where we've done a bit of the digging And I've chucked a little design in. Bit of the roof needs to go. We're going to have another entrance over here just to bring a bit of natural lighting during the day. The sort of kind of matches what we're going for over here. We've got a bit of a design pattern between jungle strips and oak strips and some planks and stuff just to give it a bit of something to go on. But this is essentially where the two breeders will go. I'm going to get them over first, and the offspring should walk through here. When I get some beds down over there, they should fall down a few blocks into some water and go along, and they're essentially going to get picked up and hopefully sort of be around this area where I can then cart them out. And I don't really know. I might cart them down this way, go around the back, and then they come out around here, and I can make like a curing station sort of against this wall. I need to bring sort of this back a little bit further. Well, actually, how far back does it go? It's just 2 blocks there. Yeah, cool. Bring this corner back just so the room's nice and round. What's in here? Just, but yeah, building materials. And it's just a case of sort of around this area having like a curing station. So I'm going to actually, I think, probably in editing, have to actually go and remember this. The outside design's obviously just going to be whatever I want to build. But the actual concept of this breeding farm, I'm pretty sure, was... I'm going to say logical geek boy? Right, yes. So the actual thing, the actual villager breeder's logical geek boy, and the curing station I'm going to use is Chapman. So I will note to self in editing, when I hear this, chuck in a little link in the description to the guys' channels, because there's no way that I was coming up with anything like what they've done. So the next step really is I kind of want to get the villagers over and in there, just to get that bit done. So I've got 3 minecarts on. I'm hoping this is going to be enough. Actually thinking about it, I should probably open up this a little bit. Don't think I've probably got enough rails, but we'll see. We'll see how far it actually is to get across there when we start building the track, because it's not great terrain, to be honest. But I decided that it's probably going to be easier for me to do it this way, and just kind of bridge across, because it's over there, than try and like get them in boats, swim them back, push them up the mountain. I'm just going to cart them all the way. So probably we'll speed this bit up of me placing these. Yeah, so I've realised pretty early on that I don't actually have enough dirt, so this is going to be a restocking mission. I might just build up to it from down here. Do I want to get some villagers in minecarts, maybe? Already? Do we prepare them? Should I have done this sooner? Yeah, I should probably actually find out roughly where they are. Ah, you're all here. That's great. Actually, no, we're not going to get them trapped yet because we need them to hide at night time, because it's probably going to hit night by the time we're done building this. Right, I've just realised now that this sort of dirt sort of bridge things built, didn't actually sort of... I knew I was living in quite a tall area, but I didn't realise quite the sort of... just quite how tall I was, if that makes sense. How off the floor I was in terms of the base location. Yeah, that's a really lovely sight, isn't it? So we will need some of these for sure to get people up these. How do these even work again? These need a block next to it, don't they? Cool. I feel like this is going to need... Oh, I forgot about this. It's going to be... Yeah, right, cool. I don't think I need quite this many. So let's give it like a few of these. Let's give it one of them. To be fair, getting them just up this bit's half the mission. Get them to the top of this, and then they're sort of there. I'm going to work off the assumption that it's better to be slightly overkill with the powered rails than underkill, and then them just come straight back down. But then I could also very well be underkilling this. I guess we'll see. No planning went into this, really, other than I'd kind of pre-dug the hole. If I do that, right? That. Oh, I'm looking forward to future Callum that has to destroy this. Oh, how exhilarating. Just making minecart tracks on a dirt bridge in the sky. There is absolutely no consistency with the spacing of these. These are just getting plonked down wherever, but we're not far off. Can I have enough rails? Oh, we have enough rails to reach the end. I'm like almost certain of that. I didn't mean to place all of them, but you know what? A big speed boost towards the end. Actually need one there. You know what? I'm actually rather surprised that I've not fallen off this yet. I feel like I've jinxed it now, but been pretty spot on with the old shift clicking. You know what? I think, judging this space that's left, are we perfect for the amount of rails that we've got? I say rails, just in general. Oh, we're a few short. We're actually just a few short. And we also have to get the villagers into stuff down the other end. So that's fine. We've almost covered the majority distance. That's that bit built. Right, so we have three of these boys all lined up ready. So we've got 25 rails that we're going to have to kind of leapfrog them a little bit to get them down to where we go. So we place a few rails, push them along a bit, go back and destroy the previous rails. I completely ran out of iron with this, so definitely an iron farm is on the agenda after we get the breeder set up and running. I might set the breeder off, get that going, and work on a curing station after. But hopefully this is enough to get us to the bridge, and then it's fingers crossed that they can get up the ramp. If they can get up the ramp, they're fine. There's not really much built on the other side yet, just yet. Cool. Awesome stuff. So, you should all hopefully do me a massive favour. Just? No. No. This wasn't the plan. This wasn't the plan. You were meant to... It was meant to work. Right, what if I do one at a time and help them? No, go on. You know what? We're gonna try it this way. Come on. Off we go. Off we go. Here's me thinking that would be successful. All of you go. Right. No. Well. This is gonna be a problem. One at a time it is. Come on. Get you a good run up. So you can't quite make up to the next one. And I can't, because he's coming back the other way, I don't think I can actually, like, push them up this. Do we have to go back to the drawing board and just go get more powered rails for this? Surely you can, like... Surely, come on. If I can beat him to this one. Come on. That's it. Right, beat him past that. That's it. Past that. Come on. Come on. Yes! Yes, we have liftoff. Bye! Right, let's make it a bit easy for myself as well. Let's get myself a way down. See you later, buddy. This hopefully just speeds things up a little bit. Oh, that water actually hadn't quite reached the floor just then. Right, so we know the trick now is we've got to beat them to each section. That was a peak. That was a cough of just the work, because this is like that one went as well as it possibly could have. Like that, getting that one person up. Now we know that it's just there's going to be a time, because like it's pushing me to the side. You see when I jump into them, so I know that I'm going to fall off at some point. I was close then, to be fair. Got to reach. Oh. And I mean, to be fair, this is my fault for not having an understanding of how many powered rails one would need to do this kind of mission. This ain't ideal, you know. Try again. Be a bit of a launch. Chase you up. Come on. He's up. Yes! Well, isn't this a worrying sight? Good job, Colin. Come on. Another row. Oh, no, I forgot. I forgot you were strong. No. 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 Cool. Oh. Right, looking at his armour, I thought, he's like weak and knackered, and I'll kill him dead quick. Cool. I'm just checking that he's not. I'm not going to turn around and he's going to be like sprinting at me. Pure fuming. Oh, that one got quite far. If I have to go near this golem, he might start trying to tickle me again. He's definitely after me. Oh, Callum. Now he's just in a really awkward space, and I don't know what's happening with them guys. Right, dealt with. What do I have? Come on, he can't be that, like... Wait, can't I, like, just kill him if I... do this? Is he stuck? Nah, he was baiting me. Have it. Genius. You're probably not going to stay as a leather worker, just so you know, buddy. You've got more important things to become. Okay. All the way over this way. You just got to get up this bridge for me, can't you? The last one. These guys better not have been attacked by nasties whilst we've been transported. Come on. There we go. Hey, look at that. We're almost at the top. We're almost at the top. Don't mess up now. Come on. Yes. Mission accomplished. I can't even see your buddies. They're that far along here. Oh. No. No. No, that's not good. No, 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 no. You know, we're going to deal with him later. Well, you guys should all absolutely be as far along here as possible. And there should be no reason why any of you bounce back this way. Did you just not make it all the way along? Or did you hit him and come back? Is that what's happened? We don't actually need 3. But I was concerned that it might be a problem. But actually, should we sleep? There's a bed I prepared earlier. I feel like getting 3 across was like a safety measure that may not actually have been needed. So we'll leave the bridge here just in case. That guy's fully. He's going to end up back near where that golem died. I don't know how far this stuff's going to stretch in terms of getting over to the base, but we'll see. We'll see where it gets us to. Alright, the track that leads to the base is built. So let's give these guys one last push. These 2. There's one still in the ether somewhere over there. That. And we should just get them up to the first bit of rail, and hopefully it takes us all the way. Chase them as fast as we can. I should have brought myself a minecart. This should drop them right in the doorway of roughly where I want them to be. Well, in this little room down here, so they should come in here. And look at that. No, don't you dare go. Actually, to be fair, there's nowhere really for you to go. Right. Now that we've got 2 of them in here, I need just a few of these, and we should be able to move them a little bit closer. Can have a floor torch there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. To the track. To the truck. To the truck. And he's on the truck. Good job, buddies. I actually know what the point of that was. I need... Do you know what I do need? It's just a way to stop them going anywhere in case they do try and get out. So what I wanted, what is it? So Control F3. Oh no, it's F3B, isn't it, for hitboxes? So now I need to do. Now I need to work out the hitboxes of hitting that, and that. Right. Nope. Now you're not meant to be jumping out here. Well, that's concerning. You're not you're not meant to be escaping. Right, you know what? That's fine. We can deal. Come on. When it gets to daytime, you'll not be bothered. But have that. Come on. Right. You just can, like, stop now with your menacery. Right, you know what? That's I'm quite happy with that, because at least you're in here. Right? So as long as I can, like, get out and replace the glass quick enough, we'll be fine. Have it. So that should be okay now, because they'll do their thing. Ah. That might be a problem though. I need to maybe get the kids out of there sooner rather than later. So now we need to build essentially the collection system. So it's going to be about 5 blocks in, 3. That should, yeah, that'll do. Takes us to about here. We need to clear this space. And if I remember correctly, we need to build like 5 blocks down. And put like a stair at the bottom with some water just as a bit of a collection. So from there I need to drop down a few. Pretty sure it's like that. I need water here. Comes along this way. And then like they'll essentially get lifted back up again by like signposts and stuff. But I'm going to come out of here real quick. They won't have bread. There's no beds, so that's fine. They won't have bread because there's no bed yet. But I'm probably just going to destroy a bit more of this so I can actually see what I'm doing when I'm inside the mountain. Give myself a bit more room to work with these guys. And yeah, I think I will build the sort of curing station here with the output around this area. Because I don't know whether I'm going to do a trading hall inside or outside or wherever, but I want some auto farms. And I don't know, should we turn it into like a cave type dwelling where we just dig out everything? Bearing in mind there is an ancient city below, so that's a bit risky. Or do we build like a civilization out here? I kind of feel like we might go for outside, because I do tend to do a lot of my building inside, so push the boundaries a little bit, I suppose. Also, quite happy with how that turned out. Looks like a cool little window into whatever they're doing in there. Obviously the floor needs some work. Guys, you need to like come and plant up this bit. To plant up here. So the breeder's pretty much done. I actually forgot to record the second part. I'm building this. I went for some dinner, came back and forgot to press record again. So we've got this little tunnel here, which is essentially the collection system. They won't actually start breeding until these beds are down. So they should hopefully start breeding soon when they cycle through to do it again. Anyways, then we've got the collection system, so they should all get pushed over to this corner here. And then when you release the cart, it should catch them and bring them all the way around. Give them a little view from here, all the way around, and jump out the end. And this is where in the next episode we'll be building a curing station to get the discounts. I'm hoping we get to catch them. Come on, guys. Not with me watching. I'm watching, but you don't know I'm watching. You're meant to be like doing it now. The whole time I've been building this, there's been hearts constantly. I put the beds down. Are the beds out of sight? I feel like you should be able to see these, and I feel like this shouldn't be a problem. Well, let's chuck this minecart back in here anyway, and see what happens. Oh, I've also destroyed the dirt bridge that was across that way. Well, that way. That took a bit of dealing with. Thankfully, it didn't actually fall off, which is surprising for me. If I chucked more carrots at these, you think they'd speed it up a little bit? I don't want to just spend the rest of sort of this time just sat here staring at this. Things to do, things to build. Come on, tell me it works. I need you to do it so I know it works. Oh, well, you've picked up a carrot, so go and give it to your mate. Because that's how this, that's how the birds and the bees work. You have a carrot and you give it to your mate. Come on. What if I sneakily watched? What if I came around here? Oh. Are the beds a problem? Do they need to have been linked to the beds for a certain amount of time? How long do I yeah. Right, well, you know what? Oh, I need to put that minecart back. I've got another minecart here. Cool. Right. Let's get some spare carrots and chuck them in. See if we can speed this process up a little bit. Do they? Ah, is it one of them things where they have to like work a full day or something? Don't actually know. You can have all my carrots here, boys. Yeah, I need some smooth stone here. Come on, that's got to be it. Look, they're doing... No. Come on. Let's not be doing it this way. Let's... Oh. Oh, we're doing the throw-in. We're throwing. Hey. Oh, they're continuing. God, this is tense. This is so tense. Oh, I'm sure something's just appeared, and then it runs. Yep, right. And it should be in this little chamber. And it's going to bop here, look. Until it's big enough, and then it gets caught by this stream. That's like on the other side of here. Now, this isn't my design, obviously, as I mentioned earlier. This is Logical Geek Boys. I've just slightly, and when I say slightly adapted it, I am talking about the most minuscule of adaptations, because most of any change I've made is purely like because it's inside and has lanterns and the collection goes somewhere specific. But other than, I'm claiming these things are changes. They're really not. It's literally the same thing. Just some of the walls aren't made of glass. But look, that I was starting to worry that wasn't going to work. I don't actually need the carrots now. These can go back. So that's going to do 2 a day, which is cool. And we'll just let these guys do their thing now. So that's just going to build up in here until I collect them. I don't know if I'm going to close this off yet, but now that I know it works, I might just close it off, and just leave it to do its thing. Then I can come down there and pick them up. But then I don't really know what I'd build on this wall. I mean, I could drop it back a bit and have something in there. We need to build like a doorway that we can take people out of. But yeah, that is probably, when I think about what's gone into actually doing bits and bobs around here, probably enough for today. But we will come back in a few days' time, however long that may be when things actually upload, for episode 3 and sneak preview. If you've made it this far, we will be building a curing station behind me here. Episode 4, I have plans, but I don't want to share them just yet. So we'll get into episode 3 of doing the curing and stuff and things. I may need to get some stuff to make potions. Watch this space. But we will do that, I believe, in the episode. But yeah, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for sticking around. Consider leaving a like, subscribe, all the fun stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.